Djrichieskye squad. It's your boy Djrichieskye back in the building. I'm literally just freestyling right now because something was bothering me in my spirits. It was bothering me deep down in my spirits, and I said, let me jump on the line real quick and do this quick video. First of all, let me just rant for a second. Now, let me tell y'all something. I do not watch Celebrity Apprentice because the airing schedule is very chaotic. It is more chaotic than an episode of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and y'all know how chaotic that is. So that's number one. But I've been keeping up with the clips online. I do know, and in case you did not know, Teddy Mellencamp, who was on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, got the axe first, okay? Not surprised there. But you know, Cynthia Bailey is on that show, and so is Todd Bridges. So let me tell you this. Never in my mind, never in my wildest imagination would I think that Todd Bridges and Cynthia Bailey would be fighting down to the Celebrity Apprentice. And let me tell you something. I'm talking FUs, FU this, and Todd talking about how, oh, she want to talk all that gangster-ish. This is Cynthia Bailey that we are talking about. Cynthia Bailey. Now, I know she done cussed out Marlo. I know Cynthia warned us that there was a whole nother side to Cynthia that we did not know. I know these things to be true. I know she kicked Portia in the tummy, okay? But that was in self-defense, okay? And to be quite honest with you, I don't blame her. You got to get this girl off of you. But the way that Todd Bridges was yelling and carrying on with Cynthia Bailey, you would have thought he was talking to another man, okay? Now, I understand, you know, people get into the heat of the moment and they may not be able to control themselves, but this is Cynthia Bailey that we are talking about. How dare you run around this celebrity Big Brother house telling her F you, like you talking to another dude. Like, and so, you know, Mike Hill had been commented talking about he must have lost his MF mind. And I don't blame you, Mike, but don't get involved in this because ultimately you got things to do. You don't want to lose nothing that you got going on for this mess. And you know, he ain't going to touch her, okay? He ain't going to touch her now with them cameras there. So I don't care how much gangster-ish you say she was talking. And honestly, Cynthia Bailey and gangster are not two words or phrases that I will put into the same sentence ever, okay? So I know that in my mind, I'm feeling like there is some exaggeration going on in this jamboree, okay? It's got to be some exaggeration going on in this jamboree. And I think what it all boils down to is, you know, politicking behind the scenes of the celebrity Big Brother house. Who has who's back, who came into the house having who's back, and who has agreements on who's going to have who's back. And y'all know how these things work. Apparently, you got to make all these alliances and whatnot in order for you not to get voted off after you go through all these challenges. Then you got to get head of household. And then the thing is live streaming like 24/7. People got to tap into the live to find out what's going on. It is too much, okay? It's too much for me to recap this show. And I'm mad about it because I was actually thinking about doing so. I can't even imagine what I would have had to do if Nene Leakes and Tiffany Pollard was on this show. I would be going out of my mind right about now. I would be going out of my mind, okay? So for me, I just had to, it was just not sitting well with my spirits that this man was running around talking about she talking all this gangster-ish and whatnot. I'm like, what type of gangster-ish is she talking? It is Cynthia Bailey. And I don't care how 50 cents she get. That's still a woman, my dog. Like, why would you even think that you gonna come at her like that? You don't even know her like that. Like, it's mad disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really like when men talk to women any kind of way. And I honestly, I know some of y'all gonna say in the comments, well, you know, women shouldn't talk to men that no kind of way either. I agree. People should talk to each other with respect. But at the end of the day, you are the man. You need to learn how to walk away from a situation before it gets to that level where you guys to be going and getting disrespectful and saying the F you, and F you. Okay, because that's what they was doing. Going back and forth between that and Lamar Odom allegedly pooping on the bed. I don't know what's going on with this show. I do not know what is going on with this show. Okay. I don't know. But what I do know is I got to talk to y'all about Wendy Williams real quick while I got y'all on the line, okay? Because the Jasmine brand is reporting. Let me tell you what they're reporting, that she had to obtain the power of attorney, okay, in order to try to get back her funds and to get Wells Fargo to unfreeze her assets, okay? I'm looking at my notes right here. And that she says at this point in time, this situation is carrying on for so long. Now, I feel like it's only been 2 weeks, okay? But listen, if it was, I don't care if it's 2 days. I don't care if it's 2 minutes, okay? They say that she's at risk of defaulting on the mortgage and the employee payroll. These people need to get paid. So y'all need to unfreeze these assets immediately, okay? Now, I don't know which employees, okay? I don't know if these are the personal employees or the employees from the show. I really don't know. What I do know is she had to go and get the power of attorney. And what they wanted was, quote, power of attorney that was properly executed, witnessed, and notarized, and a signed letter of representation. So they wanted the official deal. Now, allegedly, she's already filed this documentation. Don't know who the power of attorney is at this point in time, but I know it ain't that financial advisor, because Page 6 reported that she was fired. Although, interestingly, Wendy's lawyer did say, and again, allegedly, that Wendy was still getting some type of financial advice from her at some point. I'm like, how, Sway? How? Make it make sense, okay? Make it make sense. But you know, Wells Fargo is doing their due diligence and trying to get the story out to the public that they are not doing anything wrong. They are basically stating, and according to Page 6, let me get the documentation up for y'all. Let me pull it on up. They are saying that she needs a guardianship at this point, and that she is an incapacitated person. Incapacitated? I mean, incapacitated? What's really going on with Wendy, y'all? Now, what we have here is Wendy's lawyer is stating one thing. The financial advisor who has been fired is stating another thing, okay? Wells Fargo is stating a complete other thing. Basically, this financial advisor was letting it be known, and again, allegedly, that there were some people in Wendy's camp that could not be trusted, okay? And they was in her ear or helping or in some way, shape, or form doing some things that were unscrupulous. Wendy's lawyer is arguing that's not the case. Wells Fargo don't know who to believe. So they didn't stop all the transactions, okay? They said, not today, not today. And they are basically saying, listen, we ain't done nothing wrong, okay? We ain't done nothing wrong. We are protecting this woman's assets as we have been assigned to do. Now, y'all need to figure out who's in charge over there, down to the Wendy Williams camp. And when you guys figure out who's in charge, then we will give you guys access to the funds. That's what it sounds like from what I'm reading, okay? That's what it sounds like from what I'm reading. They said, like, listen, these were the stipulations that were put into place, and we are following those guidelines that were asked of us earlier on. Now, the person that we was dealing with has been fired. So we don't know who to trust in this situation. So what we need you to do is we need you to sign some documentation telling us who's in charge of the girls. And so that way we can figure out how we're going to give you guys this money back. But as of right now, from the reports that we got, she is incapacitated. That's what it sounds like from what I'm reading, okay? Now, at the end of the day, what I pray is Wendy Williams, A, gets a hold of her money, Wendy Williams, B, can pay her bills, and Wendy Williams, 3, gets whatever rest and relaxation that she needs in order to get through this situation as quietly as possible. Now, that's all I got for y'all today, and I'm going to catch y'all in the next video.